Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to 248 meeting of Toastmaster of Delhi. What is my purpose in life? How can I be happy? Are actually the same words, same, and have the same answer. You never truly understand how to find your purpose by listening others' opinion and seeing out their approval. Everything you need is within yourself. The only thing holding you back is your own limiting belief. With each limiting belief, you identify and replace with an empowering belief, you develop greater self-awareness. And when you are in control of your emotion, you are control of your life. And this is my belief. And yes, we all are here with a single purpose. We all are here with some hidden qualities with us, and we all work to improve ourselves, are ready to unveil our purpose. With this, let me recite our club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Let me recite the housekeeping rule for a smooth functioning of our meeting. Please keep microphone on mute during speeches. To applaud, you can unmute your microphone or use hand gesture feature of Zoom. If possible, be on video mode to enjoy the meeting. Don't be too serious all the time. Whenever you get time, unmute yourself and express your feelings and your thought. Please avoid any crosstalk during speeches. Please avoid any aggressive talk about sex, religion, and politics. In case of any technical assistance, you can contact our host of the meeting. Now, I would like to hand over this stage to our Toastmaster, who is an inspiration to all of us, an intelligent, a hardworking Toastmaster Rohan Bansal. Please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha, for that wonderful introduction. And hello, everyone, to the 248th meeting of Toastmasters of Delhi. Before I proceed and introduce our Toastmaster of the day, I'd like to get a sense of who the guests are in today's meeting. I see there are a lot of guests today I personally know from different parts of India. So happy to have all of you here. So let's start with Abhijit. Abhijit, your introduction, please. Where you're coming from, and talk a bit about your Toastmasters experience.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rohan, and thank you, the Toastmasters of Delhi Club, for having me as part of your meeting today. I'm really honored, and this is my maiden visit to your club. But having said that, to introduce myself, I am Toastmaster Abhijit. I've been in Toastmasters for a little over 3 years now, and served in the capacity of Vice President membership while I was back in Saudi Arabia, District 79. When I moved back to India, I joined a community club in one of the suburbs of Navi Mumbai, which is Kharghar. I joined Kharghar Toastmasters Club, pretty new club at that point of time, and took up the challenge to serve the role in the capacity of Vice President Education, currently serving the President's role, being a club coach, club mentor, club sponsor, as part of the District 98, community manager for the newsletter. Apart from that, have sponsored, if that goes by the dashboard, have sponsored 40 plus Toastmasters in total, mentored more than 15 members. And here I am, right sitting in front of you, completed my ACG, ALB, High Performance Leadership Project. And one path is already completed. Today, I would be giving a speech, which probably let the Toastmaster and the Evaluator keep that in suspense. And there are many more things to share, but I will not take much of a time and hand it back to Toastmaster Rohan, and keep a little bit of that towards the end, so that can come over and again share back my experience and views. Over to you,
Wow,
Toastmaster Rohan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhijit. That's such an honor to have you here, and we are sure to learn from your speech delivering skills as well as your wisdom in Toastmasters for so many years. Thank you so much for joining us today. Ankita Tripathi, can we have your introduction, please, Ankita? Where are you coming from and what brings you to Toastmasters of Delhi? Ankita, I think you're on mute. Ankita, are you there?
Trying to unmute, finding our option, I believe.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Yeah. Toastmaster Gopal, I know you, but can we have your introduction for the club members who are new to you? Where are you coming from, and talk about your Toastmaster experience a bit?
Sure. Thank you for calling me. I am currently serving as Vice President Education for TCS Method Toastmaster Club, Pune. My journey in Toastmaster is pretty short. I started in October 2020, yes, I guess. So I've been learning right now. I'm in learning path. And apart from Toastmasters, I usually nowadays spend my weekends attending Toastmaster meetings globally. So that's how I found an opportunity for this meeting, and I'm here. I've been visiting many clubs outside India also. That's pretty interesting, and I would like you all to get that chance and attend different meetings. That's all about me. Over to you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much for taking a role up today, Gopal, and glad to have you with us today. Thank you so much. Rohan Jha, can we have your introduction, please?
Hello, Rohan. My name is Rohan Jha. I live in Faridabad. I came here for Toastmaster to learn two skills, communications and leadership quality. Thank you from my side.
Great, thanks so much. I think you've attended our club before, right? I remember you joining us previously as well.
Yeah, this is my second.
Great, great, awesome. Thanks for joining us, Rohan.
Thank you.
Pratham, can we have your introduction, please? Pratham Juneja.
I gave my introduction last time also. So
I know, but there are a lot of new faces here today, so they like to know you better, and for them, just to give a brief about yourself.
okay, so my name is Prasanth Juneja, and currently I'm in 10th class. I'm in 11th class. I just passed my 10th. So that's it.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome back, Pratham. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Ankita Tripathi is okay. He's unable to unmute himself. All right, so we'll come back to you at the end of the meeting. Okay, we have one more guest today, but I'll introduce her as someone who's going to help us find our purpose today and how to discover our true calling in life. A lot of us spend our lives finding our purpose, finding happiness, finding direction in life. And so this is a particularly exciting meeting for all of us, as our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Utkarsha, all the way from Atlas Copco Toastmasters, is here to enlighten us with the process on how to unveil your purpose. And with that, I hand over the stage to you, Toastmaster Utkarsha. All the very best.
Thank you so much, President, for the introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, it's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the Toastmasters of Delhi Club. Well, anyone can do my job, but no one can be me. I'm Utkarsha, Toastmasters of this afternoon. The afternoon it's a blazing summer, and I'm sorry that I can't be in sunshine with you all, but I do feel the warmth coming from my camera today. So, is your adrenaline rushing through your body, dopamine and adrenaline rushing through your blood? Are you excited to unveil the purpose of your life? So in course of time, let's get the show on the road. What is a purpose? What do you think is it a journey or a destination? I would like to have all the answers from the audience and our guests. What do you think? What is a purpose? Is it a journey or a destination? I would like to have the answers from you all. Please unmute yourself and share your views.
Before that, Toastmaster Utkarsh, if I may request you to switch on. I can't see your video. Okay. All right. Okay, I believe you're on 2 logins.
Yeah,
sorry.
I have
Thank you.
to.
And I'm sorry about the interruption.
That's okay. I would like to have you all the opinions and views of all the audience and guests today on the purpose. Is it a journey or a destination? And why do you think so?
I think it's a journey.
Why? Any words upon it to emphasize that?
We are here to fulfill our dreams, to go to the destination, to reach our destination. I think it's the journey.
Okay, that's okay. Anyone else? Distinguished Toastmasters, Amelia, what are your views?
Hi. Feelings about the theme? Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Sorry, I could not hear you.
A food for the thought. What is purpose? Is it a journey or a destination, and why?
I would say, let me not talk about it.
Okay. Anyone else? Do you have any views?
I think purpose is like a way of life. It's like
Okay.
how you intentionally you live every day is defined by your purpose.
Okay. Well, thank you for all the amazing answers. Well, you all are right. Purpose is okay. Gopal Mantri, Toastmasters Gopal, you were saying something. Please say.
No, just the same thing. I feel that I do not search for purpose literally. I live the moment, and this is what I feel, that we should live the moment and carry on with our life.
Okay, fine. Well, the purpose, according to me, purpose is a destination. It's like a sea and ocean, where it's a fulfillment, the end destination. Whereas to achieve the purpose, the way we all go through the milestones, the goals we have set to achieve particular purpose is the journey. So we can say that the purpose is both a journey. It's a journey within itself being a destination. It's like cardivampling through the life. It's like an analogy for a tree, like not eating your own fruits, giving back. That gives you the fulfillment. And other than that, why do you think that one should have a purpose? Any guesses? Why one should have purpose in the life? Anyone?
To reach our destination.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes. Can I please?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. You
Okay.
were saying.
So yesterday only I was reading one thing, that is ikigai. You must have heard about it. It's the Japanese term. So in English, it doesn't have any perfect translation of ikigai, but it's somewhere rounds about the reason to live or having purpose in life. So according to it, there are 4 things to be accomplished to know about the purpose of life. That is, if you want to introspect that what's your purpose of life, so you have to witness out 4 things. The first one is that what do you love? Second thing is what are you good at? Third thing is what does the world need? And fourth thing is what can you get paid for? Okay, so when we answer these 4 things, I think we can we can get the answer, we can get the purpose of life. And I think it's important to live the momentary life, means it's very important to live in this moment, but at the same time it's very important to have some purpose in it. So that's because means there are other species also which are living. There are dogs, cats, there are mighty number of species. According to Hindu's Dharma, Vedas, and all the guns, it's around 84 lakh species. So they are also living, but they don't having purpose in life. But being as the human being, it's very important to have purpose in life. And that's why every one of us should have some purpose to be. And I think this fourth thing can help you to find the purpose.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Side. Amazing. What an insightful view on the purpose. Absolutely right. Without the purpose, life means nothing but an emptiness. And it's true that that's the difference between human and other living species, having a purpose. Well, not getting the in course of time, we'll get back on the theme again later on. Now it's time to introduce the three sections of our meeting for the benefit of guests. I would like to explain the structure of this meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 rounds. First one is the prepared speeches round, where the members will deliver their speeches based on the projects and paths they have chosen. The second part of the meeting is the table topic round, where members can practice thinking and speaking of their feet. It is the impromptu section that they can have spontaneous thinking. This round is also known as the impromptu speech section. Guests are welcome to participate in this round as well. And the third section is the evaluation section that we all wait for to improve in our life. So the evaluation of speeches as well as other aspects of the session will be evaluated by General Evaluator and his team. On that note, let me introduce my fellow colleague who will help me to control and conduct of this meeting. That is none other than the lively, ardent psyche who always manages to smile through the glorious spectacles, Toastmasters Rohan. He is our General Evaluator for the day. He has been a Toastmasters for more than 2.5 years and recently working with a tech startup in Gurgaon. Now I request the General Evaluator to introduce to his team. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. I am the General Evaluator for today, which means that along with my tag team and my speech evaluator team, I'll be evaluating the quality of the meeting of the whole and giving feedback to all of the people who come on stage, Toastmaster or guest, and giving them suggestions, feedback on how to improve their time on stage going forward. So I have a tag team with me to assist me on this role. Firstly, I'd like to introduce my timer for today, distinguished Toastmaster Amelia. I'd like to call her up on stage to introduce her role as timer.
Hi, good afternoon, friends and dear Toastmasters. I'm your timer for the day. There's a speech. There are 2 icebreaker speech, for which the time is 4 to 6 minutes. So the green card will come up at 4, the yellow at 5, and at 6 it would be red, and there would be 30 seconds grace. For the table topic speakers, the time is 1 to 2 minutes, where the 1 minute shows green card, 1.5 yellow, and 2 minutes is red card. The card will stay for another 30 seconds while you wrap up your speech. For evaluators, the time would be 2 to 3 minutes, where the time for green is 2, yellow is 2.5, and 3 is where the red card comes up. You can again wrap up your speech in 30 seconds after that. And I'll present my report towards the end.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Amelia. Now coming on, my second auxiliary role player is Toastmaster Ghanpriya, who will be taking up the 2 roles today, our counter and active listener. So I request Toastmaster Ghanpriya to highlight both these roles in her introduction.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the active listener for the day. I will be listening very closely to everything that is said during the meeting and will ask questions in order to test our listening skills during the general evaluation. And I will be awarding goodies to people who answer correctly. So everyone, including the guests, I would request you to please listen very carefully with your heart and mind open. And let's see who all gets some wonderful goodies from us. Thank you. And now I'll also read out my counter, my role as an counter. Many of us use filler words such as like, you know, So, I mean, well, and unintentional sounds such as ahs and ums when we speak. So these filler words and unintentional sounds cause interruption in the flow and sometimes distracts the attention of the audience. As a result, they reduce the impact of the speech. My role as an R counter is to make notes of the filler words, long pauses, and unintentional sounds used by the speakers. I will submit my report during the general evaluation. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganpriya, for taking up the role, two incredibly wonderful roles today. Thank you so much. And my final auxiliary role player is the grammarian for today. Please help me welcome on stage Toastmaster Nupur as the grammarian for today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. As a grammarian of the day, I shall note down the good usage and not so good usage of language, as well as any grammatical errors made by the speakers and role players. Use of other languages like Hindi, regional, or foreign languages should be avoided. If their use is necessary, kindly translate them into English for everyone's understanding. I shall also keep a note of any pronunciation mistakes. In addition, I shall keep a track of the number of times the word of the day has been used by different speakers. I shall be posting the word of the day on the chat for everyone to remember. So from that, I request everyone present to acknowledge the usage with a thumbs up once I have submitted it, or once I have posted it on the chat, and at the end, I would present my report once the general evaluator requests. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur, for that wonderful report. I will be back with my tag team and speech evaluators at the end of the meeting to evaluate the meeting on the whole and conduct the general evaluation section. Just a small note, I noticed that most of the participants' video is off. I encourage all of you to put your videos on during this prepared speeches mode so that the speakers get a chance to see the audience and talk to them instead of the Zoom. So with that, I'd like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmasters Rohan. Now continuing to R3. It's what we have seen is that purpose is a vague destination itself with a journey. And to unveil what our purpose is, we need to reflect upon ourselves. And most of the times, purpose is emerged and driven from the pain, or it is driven from our past experiences, what we have gone through. Most of the times it is giving back to the society, like uplifting the forgotten ones, or it's the fulfillment that we feel that on having this purpose we will be fulfilled. So it's a vague destination, like a cardiwample, that we have, that we know the destination, a vague destination, but with a purpose we have no idea to achieve that purpose with a path, like a small milestones and goals. It's not that meandering along with the opportunity. It is seizing the opportunity that we have and making the life an amazing life. So what purpose is your for this year? For me, my purpose for this year is be fierce and be bold. What is your purpose for this year or for the life? Hello. What is your purpose for this year 2021? Anyone, what is your purpose for this year? My purpose,
Stay healthy and survive.
yeah,
2021 is all about that.
Elimination of corona.
Very true. It's for this need of the, it's the need of the hour to everyone have the purpose of surviving and elimination of corona. That's very rightly. Anyone else? Okay, continuing to, I don't want to be a rude hog, so let's move to our next segment of better speaking. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the prepared speeches part of our meeting. The speech has a specific time limit and certain fixed objectives. That's why it is called as a project. Each project teaches us the aspects of communications and speaking, such as the body language, vocal variety, verbal and non-verbal communication, and the persuasive skills, the art of persuasion. There are many such aspects that these speakers will try to develop and excel at. Speakers will be evaluated by the experienced members of the club. Our first speaker is Simranjit Singh Kaur. She will deliver her project 1 of level 1 of the pathway leadership development. I would like to call the evaluator of speech 1, Toastmasters Mayank Khatri, on screen to read out the objectives of the speech. Over to you, Toastmasters Mayank.
Yes, hi. The speaker would be delivering her icebreaker. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. I wish the speaker all the best for starting her Toastmasters journey with the first icebreaker. Back to you.
Thank you. The speech will be evaluated by Toastmasters Mayank Khatri. The speaker is a software engineer by profession. She is very curious about exploring and learning new things and to keep her body flooding with the adrenaline. Reading, traveling, and listening to music are some of her hobbies, to name a few. Let's welcome Simranjit. Just a minute. To see her title of the speak, I would have to look on the agenda. The title of speech is Do What You Love. Toastmasters Simranjit, do you do what you love? Do what you love, Toastmasters Simranjit. Over to you, Toastmasters Simranjit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsha, for such an amazing introduction. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Simranjit and I'm here to deliver my icebreaker. And here it goes. Listen to your heart. That's where your treasure is. It's a quote from my favorite book, The Alchemist, which I read 5 years back when I was in college and understood its actual meaning just recently and realized why my friends call me a tube light. I'm a very practical person. I need a logical explanation for everything, especially for the things I think really matter. I chose to be a software engineer. Logical explanation, more money, more employment opportunities, because I had bills to pay and family to support. In very initial phase of my career, when my training period was over, I got an opportunity to stay back at the training center to train the upcoming batches for 1.5 months because I performed really well in my training period. I took that opportunity because I've always been really passionate about helping and training people with something that I'm good at. I'm kidding. I only took that opportunity because they were offering me more money. But during that period, I experienced something that I never experienced before. I instantly got connected with all the trainees. I was helping them out in every possible way with my technical skills. I was motivating them to deal with all the pressure that they were being put to during the training period. I was helping them learn and grow. And I was loving whatever I was doing. And I was getting tremendous responses from the trainees as well. At the end of the period, my heart said, I'm loving it. Let's keep doing it. Let's look for such opportunities and pursue. And the logic said, no, it's too risky. It's insane. And it's not in the plan. I went with the plan and the logic. For the next few years of my life, 4 years of my life, I struggled as a fresher. I dealt with horrible managers. I learned new technologies. I faced countless interviews and reached where I am right now, where I'm a part of a good brand. I have a nice team, a cool manager. I'm earning a salary which I aim to earn by this time. And I'm a very strong financial support to my family. Sounds great? Yeah, but it doesn't feel that great. I have a constant feeling that I don't belong here. It's like saving money for 3 years to reach to a destination and not liking the place once you reach there. I can resonate with that example because I like traveling. A very good friend of mine thinks that I'm a binary person. I have only two states, 0 and 1, and nothing in between. I plan and think too much about things that I think really matter and keep the other stuff completely random. This reminds me of my first solo trip, which I took impromptu because I was frustrated at work. I wanted a break. So I was one day scrolling down my Facebook and I saw a post from a travel company for a trip to Beijing. I instantly booked the trip with them without any proper research and verification. The trip went well, though it was highly unorganized. I had great time because I met few amazing and cool people on the trip. I'm also a person who constantly learns from my mistakes, and that's what keeps me growing, no matter what. From my solo trip, also, I learned the trip went well just because I was lucky, but it could have been a mess because I didn't verify and research enough about the travel company I was going with. So I continued to travel alone, but only after enough verification and research. And that's what I recommend to every traveler, and especially the women solo travelers. From my current situation, also, I have learned to listen to my heart. To listen to my heart and not get blinded by all the plans and all the logic. Though I cannot change my profession overnight, but I have started looking for opportunities to pursue after work, and that's why I've joined Toastmasters to prepare myself for all those opportunities, to surround myself with all the encouraging and positive people. Because from my previous experiences, I've learned how important it is to surround yourself with positive and encouraging environment, and I'm loving it so far. With that, I would recommend you all to listen to your heart. It will show you the direction to your happiness. Follow that direction because otherwise, it will keep making you feel that there's something missing in life. Yeah, but keep your mind along. That's really important. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful speech, Simran. I request everyone to apologize for the speaker and encourage them for future speeches at our club. Timer, may I have 30 seconds on the clock for the audience to prepare for the feedback for our speaker? I request all the audience to give the feedback for our speaker in the chats. Okay, our next speaker is Abhijit Roy. He will be delivering his speech for Project 1 of Level 1 of Persuasive Influence pathway. Well, this is its second pathway to know. I would like to call our second evaluator, Aisha Praveen, on the screen to read out the objectives of the speech. Over to you, Toastmasters Aisha.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon once again. Today, Toastmaster Abhijit will going to deliver his icebreaker from Persuasive Influence with title Larger Than Life. The purpose of the project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speaking. The time allotted to him is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Abhijit. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. The speech will be evaluated by Toastmasters Aisha, and the speaker is a business development manager by profession with a corporate experience of more than 12 years in oil and gas industry. He is also runner-up of various contests such as the evaluation contest, humorous speech contest, and he is currently serving as a serving as a VP, President for Kharghar Toastmasters Club, Mumbai. Let's welcome Abhijit on the stage. The title of speech is Larger Than Life, Toastmasters Abhijit, Larger Than Life, Larger Than Life, Toastmasters Abhijit. Over to you, Toastmasters Abhijit.
Just a quick confirmation, Toastmaster Utkarsha, if I'm audible, visible, and will the timer's card be shared on the screen?
Yes,
Abhijit?
the timer's card will be shared
Sorry.
on the screen.
Toastmaster Abhijit, I think your background is blurring with your.
Sorry?
Your background is a bit blurry with you, like it's mixing a bit.
Okay, let me just remove the background. That would be better. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second. Huh?
Yeah.
Now is it fine?
Yes, perfect.
Hey, you all, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and all you would be thinking, why was this gesture of saying a hello to everyone? Well, the suspense just ends now. Who are we? Is a question. And why are we here? Is another a big question. Well, to define that, I am all here to say, who am I and why am I here? 1985, there was a sweet couple. Let me reiterate, a sweet couple in the form of my father and my beloved mother. That was the time when they got married. And just a year after that, in the year 1986, all you could see right in front of me, a product. I would say a product who got delivered in this world. The world that I could see with a lot of love, compassion, and well-being. Because those were those great years when everything was good. The society, the environment, and the people. And I was one of the most luckiest ones to be born around that time. Although you see that I am a male, but to let you know, my sunshine is Virgo because I was born in September. But don't you mind. That is something which I can obviously repeat again and again. A boy whose name was defined by his grandmother, Abhijit. What does that exactly mean? Is a guy, a person who wishes and has the passion to win every battle that comes his way. Well, today I think that definition of my name, that name which had been given by my grandmother, was not wrong. In my life, I have faced so many battles. And yes, indeed, something which I have come out of it and come out victorious. Just not that, there has been a lot of instances since the time I was born. The moment I was born, the doctor came up and said to my mother, we have to keep your son in an incubator because he is diagnosed with yellow fever. Something which obviously brought in a lot of tension in the faces of my parents. But over a period of time, few days later, the good news came that my parents could take me home happily. Days passed and years passed. When I came up and became a little toddler of 7 years old, I was given another good news. This time, the good news came to me because my little sister, who's 7 years younger to me, was born. Again, days passed, years passed, and we started growing up together. School, college, everything was fun. I went up to complete my engineering and got into a good company. After that, there was a lot of things which changed the course of action. My life took a little U-turn. And why? Is because that was the time when I truly fell in love with a person whom I always aspired to be with. But that didn't happen. Destiny had something else stored for me. And in the year 2014, I met the final destiny, the love of my life, so-called my wife, who stands today thick and thin with me. Life has never been easy, Toastmasters and my dear friends. But something which I have learned over a few years, that I have witnessed as I grew up with my parents and my younger sister, that there might be n number of challenges that might come. There might be difficulties, that might be roadblocks right in front of you. But never have a die attitude in your life. Live life king size. Be what you are. Do not have to be superficial. Be natural. And that is exactly what I'm doing today. As you see me today, standing and delivering an icebreaker, this was not meant to break my ice, but this was meant to pass on a little bit of communication, little bit of information about me and the life that I have led. Today, I'm a Toastmaster for 3 years, bettering myself each day in communication and leadership. And not just that, took up some of the greatest passions and hobbies during this pandemic time, which is photography, well, traveling and marathoning have been kept on hold for the time being. But photography is something which is, again, a big passion. This totally defines that I am living life king size, and what my life today is something larger than life. What do you think about your life, Toastmaster of the day? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Abhijit, for the wonderful and amazing speech of yours, of introducing your speech. And I must say that it was an icebreaker, but an ice cream breaker speech. Thank you for that. Timer, may I have the 30 seconds on the clock for our audience to give the feedback for our speaker, Abhijit Roy. I request everyone to give the feedback for the speaker in the chat box. Indeed, it's true that the purpose is the thing that puts us doing on the tasks, even when we are in the lethargic time, and it's the thing that makes us do what we have to do, even with sedulous things. So, moving to our next speaker, Kitiraj Garud. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. He will be delivering his speech of Project 2 of Level 2 of Strategic Relationships Pathway. I would like to call the evaluator, distinguished Toastmasters Amelia Syed, on the screen to read out the objectives of the speech. Over to you, Toastmasters Amelia.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Kirtiraj is going to present a speech, which is about mentoring. So
researching and presenting, I guess.
Okay, just a second. Yeah, sorry, you were saying something, Utkarsha?
researching and presenting, I guess, the speech.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear you.
yes, we can.
Okay. So this project is about from the path strategic relationship.
Audible?
And it's about researching and presenting. The path, the speech title is Big Data with Big Snake. And the speech objectives are that the purpose of this project is for the member is to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of previous experience as protege. So it is about introduction to mentoring, and that's what I was mentioning. So the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. The speech will be evaluated by supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Toastmasters Amelia, and the speaker is an executive of big data analysis. He is pursuing PG at IIT Guwahati. He is a faculty at the Art of Living Foundation and the Genesis World Record holder. Let's welcome Kirtiraj. The title of speech is Big Data with Big Snake. Toastmasters Kirtiraj, the Big Data with Big Snake, Big Data with Big Snake, Toastmasters Kirtiraj. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha. I would like to know if I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you are clearly audible and visible.
I would like to request for the time card.
Yep, it's showing. It'll be shown on the screen at green, yellow, and red.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. May I start? The world is a big data platform and a problem too. How? Mr. Andre McAfee, the co-director of the MIT initiative, felt this way, that the whole world is one big data problem. There are a lot of people who associate their lives with a lot of problems. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening. My name is Toastmaster Kirtiraj Garud. I personally feel that clandestine plans lead to beautiful surprises. And that is all about big data, opportunities, and the problems involved. I felt, why not just go ahead with such kind of a thing where like we can share something with regards to big data with big snakes. Now, when I say big snakes, these things may tie back to one particular thing like Python, Scala, Java. No. Big snakes, even though they resemble like Python, Asgar, as we say in Hindi, they tie back to a lot of problems which come in our lives. Let me check out once. How many of you feel that actually life is a celebration? Just do a thumbs up. Okay. 50% of the crowd is like life is a celebration. How many of you feel that there are a lot of hurdles which come in our life? Okay, I see more smiles now because hurdles are the things which actually make us stronger. Well, when I speak about big data, basically it's something which is a technical stuff, and then it is also something which is tied back to our day-to-day life. We breathe daily, we drink a lot of water and other things which is not a purview of this particular scenario right now. We also munch on a lot of things. We like are either non-vegetarians or vegetarians. That's how we consume a lot of food every single day. And when we tie back to an entire year, that is humongous. Well, big data was originally associated with three concepts. First was volume, second was variety, and third was velocity. Therefore, big data often includes data with sizes that exceed the capacity of traditional softwares to process it. But then, we as humans are intelligent enough. We are even stronger than computers ourselves. Today, let us understand mentoring and a mentee relation in purview of a big data problem and a solution. This is something new. Like, is this person getting into a zone where it would go like a tangent to me? Well, no. Let me make it more clear. Well, when it comes to a life of a prodigy, it is like I personally share one particular instance where I was aspiring to be an international REM scholar, Richard E. Melvin scholar of the IEEE Computer Society. Did a lot of things, contributed to a lot of events, like 10, 15 events in an entire year, attended a lot of conferences, events. And then what I felt was, is this enough? Okay. I started drafting my application, made a lot of mistakes. And then the next thing which came was big fat excuses. First, I am not competent enough. Second, I am not having a mentor. Third, I may not be worthy enough. So that was more like an inferiority complex as a mentee, as a protege. Then came the ray of hope in the form of a mentor, a sun which was shining bright, gleeful, and was extraordinary enough because that mentor landed me into losing the scholarship. Well, a mentor is supposed to let you win, right? The mentor actually helped me to break my stereotypes. That was that snake element over here. I felt like that person will help me win, but then I did not win that scholarship that particular year. But then as a snake, I felt, okay, we are very much familiar about snakes which roam around. I felt like maybe that mentor is a snake for me. But no, actually that mentor was someone who was helping me to shed my old skin, just like a snake, which was full of a lot of self-limiting constraints. And that is where I personally felt that, okay, snakes are, or people, or such situations which drag us down are those negative influences and impressions in our lives, which every prodigy faces at least once in life. But then, what about the mentor? The mentor had won a lot of awards. The mentor knew that this person needs a bit of polishing. And that's where, just like this amazing garden, which I just saw in that form of a green card, I went on a ride with my mentor, with the snakes, with the birds, with all the animals around, and found one interesting thing related to big data. Hive. A hive of opportunities. Isn't that beautiful? Hive is a software which helps us to take and extract things like Hive SQL, but then at the same time, it is also a hive of opportunities, just like a beehive, which holds a lot of honey, which is sweet, but then you have to take effort. That's where came the mentor-mentee relationship, where somehow I got to know that, okay, I have to take corrective actions, started doing those things. Not once, not twice. The third time I secured that international scholarship. Now, what I learned from it. Mentor-mentee relationship is all about trust. Secondly, it is all about understanding. Third, it is all about two sides of the same coin. Why? Because it's all about learning every single day. A mentor may come in the form of a zookeeper in terms of big data, who actually handles all those resources, all those things for us. But then at the end, makes us efficient in handling things like Power BI, such complex tools where we represent all those data points of life and emerge victorious. It is more like a tableau where we connect the dots and create wonderful graphs. Without big data analytics, companies are blind and deaf, wondering about all those things in the web, like a deer who is on a freeway, jumping here and there. This is what Geoffrey Moore, an American management consultant and an author, once said. How I tied back to all this jugglery is big data and big snakes is all about day in and day out. We are mentees and we are mentors alike. It's all a symbiotic relationship. That's how I would like to hand it back to this amazing mentor, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful and insightful speech about mentor and protection in the purview of big data. Thank you for that. And now I request the timer to have a timer card for 30 seconds so that the audience can give the feedback to our speaker. Does anyone else also have the problem to access the link, or is it only me facing the issue?
Same is happening with me. It's showing some error.
Yeah, I am also not able to access the link.
This one, this is the correct link. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I
I've sent
haven't
an
been
updated
able
link.
to access any of the links. This is the first. Okay, this one works. The prior ones didn't.
Yeah, 30 seconds are up. Toastmaster Utkarsh.
Okay, thank you for that. Well, it's indeed said that purpose is like a guiding star, guiding us to our destination, even in the dark. And mentor is the one who helps us to achieve our purpose. Well, now moving on to our second segment of the meeting. Sometimes beta memories. Oh, okay, I'm sorry that I just forgot to request the Toastmasters Rohan to shoot the link for the best speaker, and we all will vote for the best speaker.
Can we? Do we have a multiple option? Because this is a
No,
very
you
difficult
don't.
one.
You can only vote for one.
Okay. Moving on to the second segment of our session, sometimes memories are become bittersweet when you share them with a friend. And hence, in an attempt to do the same, we are moving forward to better thinking segment of our meeting led by our table topic master Gopal Mantri, who is up with amazing table topics which gives you food for the thought and opportunity to share your experiences and most of all, be yourself. As original is worth than a copy. Let's welcome Toastmasters Gopal Mantri, who is serving as VP of TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club, Pune. He is working as a dashboard engineer. Over to you, Toastmasters Gopal.
Thank you, TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, for welcoming me. So good of you, or so nice of you to choose a heavy topic. I would say many people do not touch it with because of our worries in our life and all. So this is a heavy topic. We have discussed so much about it. But when I saw the agenda, Toastmaster Rohan wrote there that table topic master conducts a fun table topic round. So I definitely have something fun for you all. But before that, let me introduce you the structure of this round, how the round will go on. First of all, table topic round is an impromptu round where I will give you topics few seconds before you speak. You have to wander upon and speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Minimum 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes, and you will have a 30 seconds of grace period after 2 minutes to wind up your session. And I promise you, if you speak a single word more than 2 minutes 30 seconds, the timer will disqualify. I'm sorry, my friend. So let us now carry forward the session. I will tell you, today we will not speak more about purpose of life and all. Now I have some pictures, to be specific, some memes for you related to the theme again. So you'll see the theme and then see the picture or the meme and speak about what do you see in the meme. So now I call anyone in the meeting who has spoken a bit only or nothing for the meeting. So attempt something. I will give you an easy topic, really easy topic, I promise. Anyone, raise your hands, use emoticon buttons. I see Sahil unmuting himself. Yeah.
Yes, I would definitely
Amazing.
like to go for this. It's audible to you?
Very less, very little. Now, can you repeat some more words?
Am I audible now?
Perfect. We can see you, we can hear you. Before that, Toastmaster Sahil, I would like to ask you, have you ever done...
Actually, I'm guest. I'm guest.
Okay, guest Sahil. No issues, no issues. Future Toastmaster, I should call you. It's
yes,
okay.
yes, sure.
Perfect. So, Future Toastmasters, have you ever done meditations or are you continuous in it?
Yes, yes. I love that part.
Very good. Very good.
And
Continue.
I also conduct some type means nowadays I'm conducting seminars for
Amazing,
that.
amazing. I will give you time to speak Toastmasters. It's time to meditate and think for the topic. And your topic is here. Can you see me? Can you see the screen?
Just right now. Me and my friend asked me. Okay. Yes, I can see.
So now I will stop sharing. Think for 10 seconds and then you can start. All the best. Over to you, future Toastmaster Sahil.
Okay. Okay. So meditation is very personal thing. It's like introspect to yourself that what are you doing in your daily life? In what way you are living the moment, and it's also about that what's the purpose of your life. It's all about finding yourself, and one can do that by going in the environment or by sitting in a closed place. But it's quite hard to meditate in the materialistic world, surrounded by a number of voices, number of chaotic traffic, sometimes I could say. So it's very important to go and meditate somewhere in the tranquil environment, into peaceful environment. This is what I personally feel. And when some of my friends ask that what is meditation and do you do that, and when I ask them, or when I tell them that it's all about introspecting yourself, one can meditate by reading some book, one can meditate by listening some charming music, one can meditate just by helping others. So they are something like, yeah, what are you saying? How is this possible? So that's why sometimes I also feel, yeah, इनकी समझ में आएगा या नहीं आएगा. So that is the point of doubt that I am having, that I just ping in my mind after I saw this image of Anupam Kher, who played a great role of Mr. Manmohan Singh. So, but I really want to tell you each and every one of that. Even in my seminars, I used to tell that meditation is a great part of life. Out of the materialistic world, it helps you to get connected with the spirituality. And spirituality is not just about being the monk or going at any destination, at any pilgrimage. Meditation leads to the spirituality which you can imbibe in your daily life, in your each and every seconds, in each and every work you do. It's like love. Meditation bring love to your life, which you give to others, which you give to yourself, and it's the time of life when you become the love for each and everyone. Thank you.
Meditation is like love. Wonderful, wonderfully attempted. And a guest attempting the topic so wonderfully. Guys, use the emoticons button in Zoom extensively. Show love, show encouragement to all the speakers. Yes, I can see Kirtiraj and Nupur and Rohan also giving hearts and all. Excellent, excellent, Sahil. Now we'll move on to the next speakers. It will be a set of two speakers. I see the time is not remaining, so I have some new model for you. Any guest and any Toastmaster player, any guest and any Toastmaster, raise hands quickly. I can see Ganath, we are using lots of emoticons. Can you come up to speak, and people will give emoticons to you too. Ganath, can you show up? Hi. Any more participants? Pratham, hi Pratham.
Hi.
Okay, are you for the speech?
Me?
Can you take the table topic?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Pratham, who is the partner of Pratham? May I ask? Anyone? Anyone? Quick. Mayank, I can see unmuted. Acha, Lisa. Good. Lisa. Mayank, are you a Toastmaster?
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Mayank and Toastmaster Lisa, if I am correct.
I'm guest.
Guest Lisa. Future Toastmaster Lisa and Toastmaster Mayank. So, thus, I will give you a scenario related to again someone who helps us to discover our inspiration or goal, something like that. So, who is that person? He is a saint or Sadguru, maybe. Right. So now Mayank plays the role of Sadguru And Lisa comes to Sadhguru to ask what is the purpose of her life, and all the things are very winded up in her mind. So that's the role. Lisa, you are a devotee, or I can say seek for fulfillment of your purpose and all. And Mayank, you are playing the role of Sadhguru. Over to you both.
Welcome, my child, to my sanctuary of learning. I am always here to help you. You can always ask what is in your mind, what doubts are troubling you. I may charge a fees, but don't worry, that fees would be distributed in prasads. So ask your questions.
So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And so my first question to you is that what is the purpose of life? And how do people figure out their purpose of life?
Well, the purpose of life is to turn 18 and join a Toastmasters club. That is really the purpose of life. I'm not sure why many people don't realize it, but I realized it when I was 13 years old. And I waited 5 years to achieve so that I could turn 18 and join a Toastmasters club. And look at this person, Rohan B. He lost his hair deciding what was his purpose. And when I told him that Toastmasters is his purpose, you can see slight bit of hair is growing again. So that is the purpose. Join a Toastmasters club after you turn 18. What else?
25 now. So what do you think? Do you think that it is too late to join Toastmasters now?
I'm sorry?
I'm 25 right now. Do you think it is too late to join Toastmasters right now? At this point of time?
It is never too late. You still have 100 years to live. So I think you can be a Toastmaster for the next 100 years. Even I have applications from many disciples who want to find the purpose in life, and I've always recommended them to join a Toastmasters club. So I think it's better you pay your membership fees first here and then to a Toastmasters club and join it. And now it's the time for my prayer, so I would cancel this session and head back. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your insights, Sadhguru.
Thank you very much, Baba and the devotee, for all the fun that you created for us. And I would like the essay to create the voting room for them as a pair, like Mayank and Lisa, because it's the team attempt. If any one of them wins, it's win for both, right? So taking up the next speaker, anyone, please raise your hand, and where's the emoticons? I cannot see. Please encourage the speakers. Please. Pratham, I can see Pratham again. Okay, anyone, should I call Simranji? There is a speaker. I would not give again a chance. She's spoken a lot. Sahil. Anyone, please.
Yes. Have you called him?
No, your speaker spoken.
Utkarsh had raised her hand.
Acha, Gurjot, do you want to speak? Can I see you?
Gurjot is facing
issues
with his mic, I guess.
Huh?
Gurjot is facing issues with his mic, so I think, yeah.
Okay. The last topic, can we conclude because we are behind the time? Anyone, quickly. Amelia, can I see you?
I'll go ahead. This is Nupur here.
It is? I was not clear.
This is Nupur.
Nupur, amazing Nupur. Nupur, I would like to ask, are you a foodie? Do you love food? Do you love to eat food and all types of street food or any kind of food?
Well, if you look at my size, you will not ask that question. So I've turned my video on. I don't think you would need to ask that now.
Still I would ask. Nah, it's not.
Yes, I am a big foodie.
Okay, so this is a topic I should you because the purpose also tells about the goal of your life. So is the purpose telling you something? This is the picture and the topic for you. Next, you can tell me. I will stop sharing whenever you are ready.
I am.
Amazing.
Dear Toastmasters, friends, at a certain age, why is it that the saliva in our mouth does not stop? We don't stop drooling over food, but the waste, oh God, even the waste size does not stop. Even that keeps on increasing as we go ahead. Look at the new delicacies everyone is coming up with. Why do we just stick to a street food? Look at the way people are combining things. You know, just thinking about that makes my mouth water. And now I'll just have to think what to cook for dinner because this is a topic that we have discussed. So, if given a chance, I would try everything in the world. I would actually go out on a food trip, learning everything, every cooking thing around. But the only thing is that I would wish, I would really pray to God, whatever I eat does not affect it does not make sure that my base becomes solid. That's all I can. Just to share before I close, there was a discussion with my kids, and people were really crying or frustrated that the kids don't eat. And I just told them one thing: decorate anything. Just decorate anything, and they for sure will have it. That's a tested thing that I have done with my kids. No issues in making them feed anything, even broccolis. Dress them up nicely, just the way that pizza was dressed up. With that, thank you so much.
Wonderful. Guys, again, hearts and claps for the final speech of the round, I guess. Rohan, are we done with it? Because we are lagging behind the agenda too much, I guess.
We can do one or two more topics.
One or two more. Amazing, amazing. Again, raise your hands, guys. I would not call you myself. I would like you to come forward.
Okay, I take out.
Okay, Geeta. Geeta,
Yeah.
are you a Toastmaster?
Yeah, I'm a Toastmaster.
Okay, Toastmaster Geeta. Toastmaster Geeta, have you ever felt that you need more inspiration in your life and all, something like that? Lack of inspiration sometimes.
Yeah, of course, number of times.
Yeah. Thank you. So that makes me easier to give a topic, assign a topic to you. So Toastmaster Geeta will share a picture, and you'll have to speak about that. This is your topic. You may take some time to see the scene.
I'm waiting for these.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
You got it? Read it completely?
Yeah, right.
Okay. To make it short, a cat is waiting for inspiration to hit so that she can go for work around. Maybe you can take up the cat's role and speak again.
Yeah. I can very well relate myself to it.
Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Geeta.
Okay, thank you. Every new year, I make a pledge that now this is the time. This year, I'm going to start waking up first early in the morning and going out for a walk. And every few days, just a few days after the new year, the pledges are broken. Promises are broken. They are made to be broken, in fact. Well, it is so difficult. When I was going to school, even then, it was so difficult to wake up. That was the only problem that I faced in my teaching career. Everything else was wonderful. I loved my profession. I loved teaching. The only drawback in this profession is you have to get up early in the morning, rush, cook for everybody, and rush to school. If you are late, even by few minutes. For example, when we wake up at night, when we sleep late at night, when we have guests at home and we sleep late at night, getting up early in the morning again is the biggest problem. So the night, half of the time we keep spending in that, waking up in the thought that how will I get up in the morning is getting late and late. So I really need an inspiration especially now that I'm not teaching, I'm here in Dubai. I really try my level best to get up early in the morning. I love to hear people when they say I get up at 4 and do so many things. Getting up at 4 means you can do hell lot of work. I really am really inspired by those people. But unfortunately, myself, no, I cannot do no matter how hard I try. Waking up early in the morning is not my cup of tea. I love to wake up when I am relaxed completely. I can wake up late at night, but getting up early in the morning but then I try at least at 7 I get up, and 7:30 I get up, have my cup of tea, do a bit of yoga, meditation, whatever, but not early in the morning at 4. I love to see. At times I did try and I did succeed once in a blue moon. Going out at 4 o'clock, going out in the terrace or going out, it's really amazing. It's beautiful when you see the whole world in serenity, totally quiet. That's the best time. But no matter how I try, how hard I try, I cannot continue every day. Thank you. Over to you, Tabletop.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. I saw Nupur saying same pinch, and I can assure you that all of the 19 participants in the meeting will say your same pinch because we are lagging behind what you said. Definitely a well done approach. Now I would like to take any other speaker, the last speaker for today's table topic round. Anyone, I can assure you the packages of thumbs up and hearts in the emoticon buttons. Come up, come up. Meanwhile, show emoticons for Toastmaster Geeta, sorry. Anyone? Okay. Kirtiraj is again very active. I feel that I should give him a chance again. Maybe he has spoken, but let us. Kirtiraj, can you speak?
Okay, sure.
Sure comes the answer. So Kirtiraj, you attended my class meeting yesterday, and I saw your profile, and you are already a part of Art of Living team and all faculty there, right? So
Yes.
you could really speak about some inspiration and give us some inspiration. So I have a pretty, say not funny, but again a serious topic for you, so that we can end the session again in a serious note, so that our TMOD can take us to the inspirations and all of the things she was talking. I would like to share the screen just in a moment. Are you able to see the tea coming out of the hard rock?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so here you go, Toastmaster Kirtiraj. We are here to listen. Over to you.
Nothing is impossible to a willing heart. There shall be people who would be nuts, but you have to be that tree which would bear fruits for all, which shall give a lot of shade in the scorching sun of this dry world. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, in life, there are a lot of avenues where many obstacles tumble down and then keep rolling down the hill onto you, just like someone who is doing a kickboxing with you. That is where you just need to understand that you are a really badass person. There are a lot of clandestine opportunities, and that's where you are someone who is bound to grow by leaps and bounds. It is fine. Just relax. And as you can see in this image right now, this being a spiritual realm, take a deep breath in. And let go. That's how I did leave off this green card right now. And now I get on to the next thing, which is important. See, what happens is there shall be a lot of people who shall screw your life. It's fine. Just be that person who is so smart that even that person faces his enemies with a big fat smile. You wanna slap me? Come slap me. You won't be able to. Why? Because our existence already radiates love. Be the healing which the world is seeking. And even in terms of strong rocks, which would try to kill your avenues of growth, you shall find a way. You shall literally break that rock just like Aslan did in Narnia and came back to life and blossomed Narnia once again. If you are a follower of the Narnia series, you would relate. Life is a beautiful surprise. It's all about growth in every single step. I love this red rose, and hence I would give it back to the table topics master. Thank you.
Oh, Kirtiraj, definitely you told us literally what the purpose of life and made us to that track. But no. I do not agree. I still agree with Pratham's point of view that the purpose of life is only to join Toastmaster and then take how many breaths you can. So again, a very well topic attempted. And everyone please show some emoticons again. I would like to conclude the session by summarizing now. First topic was taken by guest side, future Toastmaster side. He talked about meditation. Second was Guru Babaji and devotee or say help seekers conversation. Then Toastmaster Nupur talked about the pizzas and all the food and all the purpose of life. Then comes sorry, I have not written, so
Toastmaster Geeta.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Geeta and then Kirtiraj.
So Toastmaster Geeta talked about the inspiration, the lack of inspiration and the booster which we need. Now, finally, Toastmaster Kirtiraj talked about the real path of inspiration and all, which we should definitely follow. I was joking that time, you should always follow this path so that our Toastmaster of the day now helps you again to being in the track to find your purpose of your life. Concluding the session with the timing guideline, timing report, I would like to call the timing. Wait for the voting cards. Let us see the timing reports. Toastmaster Rohan, can you tell us if everyone is qualified?
Yes, everyone is qualified.
Okay, we can go for voting. It's in the screen. And in the meanwhile, I handle it back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Utkarsha.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Gopal, for the wonderful food for the thoughts, and the respondents as well for your timely responses. Well, now as we are discussing upon the purpose, at the same time, I recall about the words of Marcus Aurelius, one of the predominant figures of Stoic philosophy. You all might know him. And the historian William Everick had called him as a beacon, actually a beacon of truth, enlightened leadership. And we know his words such as your quality of life depends on the quality of your thoughts. And so for that, we need to unveil our purpose to have a good quality of life. We also heard his phrases such as, when you drop off the life's truth, you will drop as a ripe fruit. So to find out the purpose, even the Marcus had spent his lot of time on the self-leadership, which is nothing but self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-regulation. Nothing but we all call today as emotional intelligence of the art. Well, I believe that each and everything boils down to the emotional intelligence. And when we figure out it, when we have developed the emotional intelligence and figure out what we need, what are our expectations, and what we want to be, then only we can find the purpose of our life and the way to achieve the purpose. While moving forward, stepping into the third segment of our meeting, nothing but better listening. Now it's time for the evaluations. They'll also give some feedbacks in 2 to 3 minutes. I like to hand over the stage to the general evaluator, Toastmasters Rohan. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Utkarsha. I am the general evaluator for today, and I'll be leading this section, the final section of the Toastmasters meeting today, which is the general evaluation section. I'd like to quickly dive into the speech evaluator since we are short of time. The first evaluator is Toastmaster Mayank, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Simranjeet. Just a note before that, all speakers are expected to follow the CRC approach, which is commendation, recommendation, commendation, or alternatively, you can use commendation, recommendation, summary. I leave that to the evaluators, but this is what's recommended by Toastmasters International. So over to you, Toastmaster Mayank.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Do what you love. We often hear this line when we are deciding about our career, our passion. A very simple line, but it almost takes ages for someone to find what they love doing. But today it was not that for the speaker who exactly knew what she wants to do and what she loves about it. Right from the start, I would like to commend the speaker for her comfort level while speaking. It did not ever feel like that it was her icebreaker speech. The speaker was comfortable throughout her speech with no hiccups in delivery of the speech. My second commendation would be her constant eye contact while speaking. The speaker made conscious effort to maintain eye contact into the camera, which increased her confidence while speaking to the audience. My third recommendation would be the well-structured content. The speech had an opening, a middle, a content, and also it was linked with a personal story. So the structure was properly defined, which led to me understanding more about the content of the speech. Now, with the speech that was almost perfect for an icebreaker, what the speaker can do to make it more better for our upcoming speeches. I noticed that the camera setting was positioned at a below level, which meant that the speaker had to look down while talking, and her hand gestures were not were completely visible. So this could portray that there is lack of confidence while speaking. So the speaker can maybe move the camera at an eye level so that she can make direct contact with the audience. My second recommendation would be the use of pauses. I understand that the speaker had a time limit of 4 to 6 minutes. The speaker could have modified her content in a way that she could effectively use pauses, wait, wait after saying something, so that as an audience I could grasp in what the speaker was trying to say. The third recommendation would be the hand gestures. As said earlier, the camera setting was in a way that I could not see her hand gestures properly. And even when the hand gestures were shown, they were coming back into the lock position. So the speaker can work on this hand gestures as well. Overall, it was a very fantastic speech for an icebreaker. Commendation on comfort level, eye contact, and well-structured content. For future speeches, the speaker can work on her camera setting, use of pauses, and hand gestures. And I'm very sure the speaker would be giving very awesome speeches in the future projects. All the best.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayank. I'd like to now move on to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Aisha, to deliver her evaluation on Toastmaster Kirtirat's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Larger than life. Wow, what a title he chose for his icebreaker. That title itself describes the strength, the confidence of the speaker. I heard your introduction, Toastmaster Abhijit, and really impressed. Even I learned many things from your speech. Hey, you all! I was shocked. Started with great confidence. Who are we? Who I am? Started with humorous way, with his smiling face, with objectives in his mind. Sweetly described about his parents' wedding and his wonderful product. Contents were full of excitement with humor, and best part of his speech is he gave whole speech with his smiling face, shows her great confidence. He is an experienced Toastmaster, so I gave some detailed evaluation which I am not supposed to give on icebreaker, for an icebreaker. If I'm talking about clarity, spoken language was clear and easily understood, and the content was full of excitement. Hand gesture, I am amazing. He showed his hand gestures automatically like this. This shows his confidence. His every physical gesture shows his confidence and his grip on his speech. Eye contact was perfect. He successfully used eye contact to convey emotions. Vocal variety was fantastic. He used speed and volume as a tool of his speech. If I'm talking about his facial expression was super to convey each message. Beautifully explained about his relation with her sister. Some suggestion for further improvement which will go to the next level. I missed your stage movement. I know this is a very virtual meeting, but little bit movement could enhance your speech. Sometimes I saw more hand gesture which distracted me, and sometimes I missed your eye contact with audience. And Abhijit, it's not yellow fever. Usually newborn having physiological jaundice. In the end, I would like to say the meaning of your name is a person have a passion to win every person and have a passion everything, you are successfully to win everyone heart with your beautiful speech, concluding with a beautiful message: live life king size, be natural. And yes, Abhijit, you are a natural speaker, do wonders in futures, all the best. And the best part is he concluded his speech with a question: what do you think about you? Left a great impact on our mind. Looking forward for your next speech. All the best, Abhijit, and back to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha, for that wonderful evaluation. Now, moving on to the third speech evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Amelia, who will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Raj. Over to you.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, for this opportunity. I'm having difficulty looking at the screen, so I'll keep my camera off. Well, Toastmaster Raj delivered a super fantabulous speech today. Well, when we look at the speech, it started with a wonderful expression, and overall throughout the speech, there were amazing use of vocal variety. And I want the speaker to be applauded for it. Well, there were a lot of such uh, similes or such metaphorical language being used where snake is related to a problem, and then it's all about shedding old skin, and such usages made the relationship of a mentor and a mentee, a protege, much more easier to understand. It helped us understand how we learn and how we unlearn. There was great use of vocabulary, wonderful use of technology, technological terms being explained in such an easy manner. Well, I always run away from technology and I am not at all good at it. But then today, I loved hearing the speaker about when he said volume, variety, velocity. So it made me very comfortable during that time. And I'm sure it made others too. The speech had a great knowledge and research done. So yes, it reflected the hard work of the speaker as well. So kudos on that part as well. What I see that there are a few things that every speech can be made better and if implemented. First thing, we can have some stage movement. And yes, as we all know, it is a virtual platform. However, if the speaker would have utilized the stage and made it more theatrical, it would have gone to 2 level up. I would say 10 level up. So next time, probably the speaker can try that. There were some times when there was the facial expressions not matching with the thoughts that were being shared. So that practice will definitely make the speech much more better. What I feel the speaker could have had asked a couple of questions to have an engagement with the audience. And that again takes it to top-notch level. So these are few things which I want to recommend the speaker. Having said that, a wonderful speech, well choreographed, well planned, well written, something that provoked our mind, made us definitely feel connected, feel interested, some humor, and with all that lovely vocal variety. I wish the speaker good luck for next speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Amelia, for that wonderful evaluation. And our final evaluator for today is the table topic evaluator. Please help me welcome on stage Toastmaster Sagar as the table topic evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan, for calling on the stage. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guests, I hope you all are doing good. And all the table topic speakers have done the beautiful job today. So first was the guest style. He started off with the introduction on a very good note, had a command on the topic. He was quite confident throughout his speech. One thing I really want to recommend him, try to reduce your hand gestures. It was not going on your speech. Second was the duo, Toastmaster Mayank and guest Lisa. So both have done the wonderful job. Toastmaster Mayank acted as the guru and guest Lisa, she acted as the disciple. Both were confident, converted this session into the fun, so kudos to you. Third was the Toastmaster Nupur. Did a fantastic job. She articulated properly with her topic. She was fluent. Good job done by you. The second last contender was Toastmaster Geeta. What should I say about her? Whenever she comes on the stage, especially for the table topic, she always amazes the audience. So she did the same on today. Has wonderfully handled the topic and shared the very good content. The last contender was Toastmaster Kirtiraj. He also done the good job. He shared the positive vibe, not only positive vibe, he carries the very positive personality. He was confident throughout his speech, so kudos to you. That's all from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar. All right, we now come to the end of the evaluation section. I'd like all of you to vote for the best evaluator. The nomination should be in front of your screen. If you can't vote, you can message me in private Zoom chat. I'll take your vote into consideration.
Oh, Tim Rowan, you want to have a clandestine conversation with on the voting part, not really on. If
Sorry, Toastmaster Nupur, I'm not understanding. Your voice is breaking.
I'm saying if the vote, the link to the votes are not working, you want it to be a clandestine conversation between you and the voter.
The voting
Leave it.
should be on the screen.
Forget it. That was just a joke. I think it's okay now.
Okay. Sorry, your voice, I couldn't really. Were you speaking in Morse code to do a clandestine conversation?
That is what the idea was, but that's okay. I think I still need to learn more about the coding. I believe
All
I
right.
now will
Okay,
have
so
to
now
have
everyone has
clandestine.
voted. I'll move on.
There's lag in there's lag somewhere. Sorry, I'll keep my mouth shut. Please go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so we're done with the voting for the best speech evaluator. I'll just give my evaluation of the speech evaluators. Firstly, Toastmaster Mayank did a wonderful job with his commendations and recommendations. He highlighted examples to support his reasoning as to why those points were the commendation or recommendations, and also gave examples for how to get over what he noticed in the speech, which was wonderfully done. He also, I really like the fact that he highlighted the speaker's stage presence, the fact that she was looking down and not straight, which was very minutely noticed, and that was really commendable on the part of the speech evaluator to notice such a small detail, but a very important one that really has an impact on the speech. So very well done. The speech evaluator also summarized it beautifully at the end of his evaluation, which really had a good impact on me as an audience member listening to his speech. Secondly, Toastmaster Aisha also highlighted examples to support her commendation and recommendation. She evaluated a speaker on a very holistic level, giving insights on body language, on content, on how the speaker was acting on the stage, and so much more, which really made the speech evaluation so much more valuable to the speaker particularly. Just one point, I think Toastmaster Abhijit was also looking down at the screen. So maybe that could be highlighted as an additional point, because that also has an impact, because when a speaker looks down, it seems like he's looking down on the audience and not straight. So that is something to keep in mind, but great evaluation by Toastmaster Aisha. Distinguished Toastmaster Melia also highlighted examples. She pointed out the content and her recommendations. Just one recommendation for Distinguished Toastmaster Melia is, when you're giving a recommendation, when you're saying that include theatrics to make it more dramatic, try and support with examples that you thought were lacking in the speech. So maybe you could recite a particular line from the speech and show the speaker how including theatrics will improve that particular section. So the speaker also has an idea of what he could do, how he could approach his future speeches. So that is one recommendation. Toastmaster Sagar delivered a great overview for the table topic speakers. He highlighted each speaker's perspective and how they attempted table topics, which was very well done. All right, so now we move on to the auxiliary role players. First, I'd like to invite the grammarian for the meeting, Toastmaster Nupur, who will deliver a not so clandestine report on as the grammarian for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. And I'll just try to turn on my camera while I do that. Please bear with me what we have here, a long list. Let's start with some good usage of words. Introspect, meandering, roadhog, resonate, a binary person, superficial, humongous, pervy, some phrases, direction to happiness, grow by leaps and bounds, avenues of growth. And prodigy was also one of the good words that was used. Some mispronounced words was food, which should be food. Adrenaline is adrenaline. Verification is verification. Living and leaving are two separate words, so it got confused when leaving was to be used and living was being said. It's not Genesis, but it's Guinness Book of World Records. Stable is stable. Beacon is beacon. Articulated is articulated. Some grammatical corrections that I have noticed are purpose is emerged would be purpose emerged. Tension in the faces would be tension on the faces. Stand today, thick and thin would be stands today in thick and thin. When we address to Toastmaster and the name, we say Toastmaster and not Toastmasters. So plural is there. It's a hive, not an hive. Voting is on the screen. It's not in the screen. Then I think the usage of words, the, is something that we need to remember. We do not have the positive vibes or the Toastmaster XYZ. So that's something that we really should be taken care of. That is some observations from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur.
I think I made a grammatical error. These are some observations from my side, not is. Okay,
thank you so much. That's a lot of dedication from the grammarian today. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur. We now move on to the second and third auxiliary role pair merged together, which is Toastmaster Ganpriya delivering her report on the R counter as well as the active listener.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. I would like to share my screen and congratulate the speakers who have done really well, especially the icebreakers who gave the first speech today. So let me just share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So first we have The present Toastmaster Aisha, Toastmaster Rohan, and Toastmaster Utkarsha. As you can see, Toastmaster Rohan in the beginning made one as, and Toastmaster Aisha Parveen did not make any sound, or she didn't use any filler words. Toastmaster Utkarsha used 2 R's and 3 filler words. In the next session, we have Toastmaster Nupur using 3 R's and 1 filler word. Soumya is absent. Toastmaster Sagar Bhala used 1 R and 1 filler word. Amongst the Toastmasters, Toastmaster Simranjit did really well. I would like to congratulate her, as this being her first speech, she did not use any filler words, no short pauses, or no ahs or ums. Toastmaster Abhijit used 1 filler word, and Toastmaster Kitiraj used 1 R counter and 1 filler word. Toastmaster Gopal Mantri used 3 R's and 2 filler words. Toastmaster Rohan Bansal used 3 R's and 1 filler word in the evaluation session. During the evaluation, Toastmaster Mayank used 1 R and 1 filler word. Toastmaster Aisha Parveen used 1 filler word, and Toastmaster Amelia used 4 R's and 3 filler words. Amongst the table topic speakers, as you can see, Toastmaster Sahil used 2 filler words. Toastmaster Mayank used 1 R, 1 filler word. Toastmaster Liza used 2 R's and 1 filler word. Toastmaster Nupur used 1 filler word. And Toastmaster Geeta used 1 filler word. The rest, congratulations, those who did not use any of these filler words or as and ums. Thank you so much. So would you like to continue, me with the active listening role? Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen and let's get back to the fun session, which is active listening, and you all are going to get some goodies who give the correct answers. So now I'm going to test your listening skills. So let's get started, shall we? I would like to ask, the first question is fill in the blanks. Okay, and it was given by Toastmaster Aisha. When you control your emotions, you control your dash. Anyone remember? Please, one thing I would like to say, if you know the answer, please raise your hand and I will let you speak only after I tell you. Thank you so much. When you control your emotions, you control your what? Dash. Anybody? Do you find this very difficult? Okay, I'll give you some easy ones. Okay, Simranjit, do you? No, okay. So when
the answer has been given. Yeah. The answer has been given.
When you control your emotions, you control your life, wasn't it? Not mind, I think. It's you control your life. Anyway, that's a good attempt. Okay, how long has Toastmaster Rohan been a Toastmaster? For how long he has been a Toastmaster? Yes, Toastmaster Kirtiraj?
Toastmaster since 3 years.
No. Toastmaster Rohan? Yes, Toastmaster Nupur?
2.5 years.
Absolutely right. So congrats. You'll get a goodie from me. Now, the next question is, what is the purpose for the year 2021? What was the answer given by Toastmaster Aisha? Not ever, but by Toastmaster Aisha. Yes, Toastmaster Simranjit.
It's to survive during COVID.
No. By Toastmaster Aisha. Okay, Gurjot. Can you give the answer? Absolutely correct. Eliminating corona was the answer given by Toastmaster Aisha. Okay, now the next question is the Toastmaster Simranjit quoted a line from a book. Okay, I don't know if you remember the book, but then the line was, "Listen to your heart." Which quote did she quote? This quote was from a particular book. Do you remember? Anyone can answer. Listen to your heart. Guru, yes. Gurjot, yes. Well done, Gurjot. I wish your microphone was okay so that you could speak. Now, the next question would be, from Toastmaster Abhijit. In which year his parents got married? Come on, this is such an easy one. I would expect everyone to know. Which year? Okay, which year he was born in? Yes, Nupur?
1986.
Yes, correct. So his parents got married in 1985. Right. So Rohan also, yes. All right, that was quite easy. And he suffered from which illness when he was a baby?
Yellow fever.
Right.
Wrong.
Yellow fever.
It was corrected again, right?
Okay. And which year he met his wife? Toastmaster Abhijit. In which year he met his wife? Or I think maybe he got married that year, but he's yes, Gurjot. Absolutely correct. 2014. I must commend you, Gurjot, for your active listening skills. You are amazing. All right, now let's go to the next question. Toastmaster Kitiraj mentioned a line, the world is one big data problem. Who said it? Anyone? Nobody. Okay. Would you like to answer the Kirtiras or shall I?
Yeah, Andrew McAfee.
Absolutely. Yeah. Andrew McAfee was said the world is one big data problem. So after how many attempts did he secure the international scholarship? First time he did not. Second time, so you know he made some attempts. So how many times? Okay, on the third time, he secured his international scholarship. So with that, I come to the end of active listening questions. So well done, everyone. Give an applause for all your answers. Well done. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kanpriya, for donning two exciting roles today. Well done on both of them. Thank you so much. And for the final auxiliary role player, we have the timer. Please help me welcome on stage distinguished Toastmaster Amelia with the timer.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. And I must say, our General Evaluator was very kind and helpful in my report. So I would give all credits to him, first of all. The report goes like this. The prepared speaker, Simranjit, used 5 minutes, 12 seconds, and prepared speaker, Abhijit, used 6 minutes, 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Kirti Raj used 7 minutes, 10 seconds. When we go for the table topic speakers, the table topic speaker Sahil used 2 minutes, 17 minutes. Lisa and Mayank together, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Nupur, 2 minutes, 5. And then Geeta Kashyap, 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Toastmaster Kirtiraj, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And Mayank, now we come to evaluators. So let's take it for first one, Evaluator as Mayang. That is 3 minutes, 2 seconds. And then we have, okay, just let me pull it up. Okay. Toastmaster Aisha used 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Amelia used 2 minutes, 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Sagar used 1 minute, 26 seconds, which is amazing. And that's my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Amelia. Before I proceed, I'd like all of you to vote for the best auxiliary role player. If you're voting for Soumya, please note that you're actually voting for Ghanpriya. So because Soumya couldn't turn up, so we've included Ghanpriya as the applicant. All right, while you all vote, Toastmaster Nupur gave a wonderful grammarian report. She listed down the good usage of the English language and she mentioned the names. While for the not so good usage, she omitted the names, which was very well done. Kudos on that front. Just one recommendation for the grammarian: if the word of the day wasn't used as many times during the meeting, maybe the speaker could highlight that during a report and ask for suggestions on the spot and ask members to use it in a sentence on the spot in the report so that everyone gets a chance to contribute to the word of the day. So that is just one recommendation. Overall, very well job, very well done. Our counter, Toastmaster Ghanpriya, delivered a very detailed report. She not only highlighted the usage of individual words, but highlighted them specifically for each speaker, which was wonderfully done. Active listener, again, Toastmaster Ghanpriya gave a mix of easy and difficult questions, which a lot of us kept thinking about. So that was a job very well done by Toastmaster Ghanpriya, and really appreciate her for taking up two roles and doing it so beautifully throughout the meeting. So distinguished Toastmaster Amelia delivered a very detailed report as the timer, so job very well done. Okay, now the voting is done. I'll deliver a quick GE report. The meeting started on time. The Sergeant at Arms did an amazing job as always with an energetic start to the meeting, her thoughts on the theme, which was very well done. She listed down the housekeeping rules, the mission statement, and she handed over the stage to the president. The president took the introduction of the guests and welcomed them to the meeting. And the Toastmaster of the day, a job very well done. I know the preparation she made during the week, and that showed in her presentation today in the meeting. So kudos to the Toastmaster of the day for doing such a wonderful job and delivering a very insightful session on unveiling one's purpose and making all of us sit on our seats and think about what the purpose actually is. She talked about the theme and she highlighted the meeting structure also, which was great. She followed all the norms when it came to introducing the prepared speakers, as well as introduced the speakers in a more detailed way. So that was great. Just one recommendation for the Toastmaster of the day. I know the grammarian also mentioned it. When she introduces a speaker, it's Toastmaster and not Toastmasters. So that is just one minor change that the Toastmaster needs to bring when she's addressing speakers or Toastmasters in a meeting. So that is just one thought. Coming to the table topic master, what a wonderful session, and such energy Toastmaster Gopal brought to the stage was really commendable. I think we all enjoyed the variety of different topics that Toastmaster Gopal brought in, and it really created a very lively atmosphere in the meeting. So great job done, Toastmaster Gopal. Thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, the decorum of the meeting was maintained throughout. There were no disturbances as far as I could see. And everything was going in really orderly manner. So that was great. With that, I end my general evaluation section and over to the Toastmaster of the day for her concluding remarks. Toastmaster Utkarsha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. It was a great evaluation from you and all auxiliary role players. It was a very detailed report that we had right now. And now wrapping up the session, that we had seen that this purpose is a destination with journey withheld with it. At the same time, we have seen that purpose has been emerged through the past experiences of us. And most of all, should unveil the purpose, we need to reflect upon ourselves with the emotional intelligence. So I would leave all you with a question that reflect upon yourself and find out your purpose for this year and for the life. with that concluding remarks, it was my privilege to serve as a Toastmasters of the day for the Toastmasters of Delhi Club, and I hand over the stage to the President for his concluding remarks. Over to you, President.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kasha. What a wonderful job done, and so glad that you conducted the session today. Very, very good job. And before I proceed, I'd like all of you to vote for the best role player. Toastmaster Utkarsha as the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Gopal as the table topic master, and me as general evaluator. With that, while you're all voting, I'd like to get feedback of the guests. Gurjot, since you can't speak, I'd like your feedback in the chat, please. And next time we'll surely hear your voice on the stage. Kirtiraj, Toastmaster Kirtiraj, your feedback, please. What do you think of the meeting? Any feedback for us?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. First, I would like to congratulate you all for the success of such an amazing meeting. Secondly, I really loved the table topics round today because that's where like it did vibe with the complete event where we are full of energy. And that's what Toastmasters is all about. Come what may, if there are any kind of obstacles, but then we are always gleeful. Another aspect is like the evaluators, all the speakers, even for that matter, the like icebreaker speeches. I was like, I have not seen such icebreaker speeches earlier in different clubs, because that shows where there would have been mentors for the particular speakers, and then the complete team is working very well for the growth of all the members involved. So that shows that people are actually growing. And then there is involvement of people from outside. Also, all the guests were properly welcomed. So this is one important aspect, and I like to congratulate you all for the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirtiraj, for that wonderful feedback, and loved your speech today, and do keep coming back to our club for more such pieces. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Gopal, the very enthusiastic table topic master, can we have your feedback, please? What do you think of the meeting? Any feedback for us? Oh, he left the meeting. Okay. Okay, moving on. Lisa, you joined a bit late, but so can we have your introduction, please? Where you're coming from and what brings you to Toastmasters of Delhi?
Right. So first of all, thank you very much for sharing the meeting link with me and inviting me on this. So this is my first ever Toastmasters meeting, and I was very excited for it, and I really enjoyed it. And I mean, the best part was that you not just get an opportunity to speak up, but you are also get evaluated, and your listening skills are also get evaluated. So the entire meeting was very interesting and fun, and I really loved it, and I really want to be like part of this club.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and really glad to hear that, and definitely bring all that energy that you took to your guru over to your Toastmasters interactions as well. Thank you so much. Gopal?
Okay. What I like definitely is the energy of you people, because conducting such a great table topic in my sense, I would like to say that if the audience is also not resonating with that energy, then it is not possible. So it's about 50-50 contribution for me. So definitely I liked the energy of you people, and the role which you managed to bring in the meeting. One was also keeping the green card sometimes, and then somebody took the listening active listener speaker. So that's again a good contribution you gave to the meeting. One suggestion is, only if we are making an agenda, I saw that there was a break in agenda, and then we should keep it within the time limit and within the agenda only, because there are many outside people also coming and they are maintaining your agenda. Right? I as a VP also find very hard to connect with the agenda and follow everything. But again, that's the thing which we want to learn in Toastmasters also.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We can. Yeah, we can see the timings. That's all the session. Rest I enjoyed throughout.
Great. Thank you so much, Gopal, for coming in today. We'll definitely keep your feedback in check and keep track of the time from next meeting on going forward. Abhijit, Toastmaster Abhijit, any feedback for us for our meeting, and what did you think of the meeting today? Abhijit, you're on mute, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rohan. I would just take a off from keeping my video on. I think I'm really somewhere facing some connectivity issues, and hence I'm not thought of keeping it. But I think this was the first meeting which I attended in Toastmasters of Delhi, being in Mumbai. But I would say rather my first impression made me hit a century in your club, to have a very first impression of the club being a very dynamic, very energetic club. I'm really not sure how many of you are members of the club and how many of guests, but overall as a club, I think this has a great, you can say, the enthusiasm and the overall professionalism to have good quality meetings in Toastmasters of Delhi club. And somewhere in the near future, I would really love to be a part of your meeting proceedings, if not all the time, but virtually traveling from Mumbai to Delhi really would cost me a ticket of Indigo or SpiceJet. Probably that gets safeguarded from that. And but hence, I think you have, the club has real great potential, and I thoroughly love being a part of your meeting. Thanks for the very opportunity that you've given. And in the near future also, if you feel that you have anything that you can offer me to take up a role in your club, I would certainly love to do so. Thank you so much to Toastmasters of Delhi, the entire XCOM, and all the very best.
Thank you so much, Abhijit. Really glad to hear that, and we would love to have you as part of some role player doing in the future meetings. So really looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Rohan Jha, can we have your feedback, please? You showed your active listening skills, but we'd like to hear your feedback on the meeting also.
First of all, thank you, Rohan, for inviting me as a guest. And I enjoyed the session. It's my second time I've joined the Toastmaster, and I'm thanking. And I'll be happy to join next week also.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rohan. Do keep joining us and keep participating. Toastmaster Utkarsha, your feedback, please, as Toastmaster of the day. How are you feeling right now, and your thoughts on the meeting on the whole?
I would say that the meeting was flawless and seamless. It was conducted very well. The improvisation were done at the time when there was no active listener. So Kanupriya came up and she took up the role along with active listener and timers. Sorry, the
counter.
Counter report. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that was great. Kudos to that. And the meeting was overall flawless and seamless. A very great meeting. And I do look forward for future speeches over here and the meetings.
Absolutely. You're welcome back to give a speech anytime or play a role whenever you're available. Thank you so much. With that, I'd like to announce the results for the meeting. Just a second. Okay. Any guesses for the best auxiliary role player? 3 amazing role players. So any guesses?
Nupur, Toastmasters Nupur.
Okay, any more?
It can be Kanupriya as well. Even she did a great job.
Kanupriya or Nupur.
Yeah, it's Toastmaster Kanupriya. Congratulations. Very well done. Best table topic speaker. Any guesses? 5 incredible speeches.
Tough fight.
The duo, maybe.
Okay. Any guesses? Any more guesses? Sorry? Okay. It's Toastmaster Geeta. Congratulations. Great job. Best evaluator. This was a really tough one. There were 4 great evaluators. So any guesses?
Toastmaster Amelia or Maya?
ETM Amelia.
It's Toastmaster Aisha. Congratulations, ma'am. Okay, best role player.
Gopal.
Okay, any more?
You.
Thank you so much, Utkarsha, for taking my name. I really appreciate it. But it's Toastmaster Gopal. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Rohan.
Finally, best speaker. This was actually really tough and very close call actually.
Simranjeet.
Gopal, you're right. It's the icebreaker herself, Toastmaster Simranjeet. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. With that, I close the meeting. Close the 248 meeting of Toastmaster Delhi. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today and creating such an energetic and lively experience for all of us. Thank you to all the role players, all the speakers, all the auxiliary role players and the evaluators. A job very well done. And thank you so much, people, Toastmasters from Pune, Mumbai, and so many other places of India joining us today. Thank you so much. It was an amazing session. And just to inform you, we also conduct an impromptu session, which we do every Sunday morning, Sunday noon at 12 p.m. That's just a table topic session. So all of you are invited, whether you're a guest or Toastmaster, you all are invited to participate. It's tomorrow at 12 p.m. So if any of you want the link to participate, or if you want to participate in future meetings as a speaker or evaluator or any other role player, you can contact us separately after the meeting. So thank you so much. I'm just closing the YouTube.